You watch Asmongold for political takes? Picture this. You work 7 years. You're making video game content. You're busting your ass. You're live streaming. You're editing videos. You're doing it on your own. And you made it. It's 8 million subscribers. 7 years in, baby. You're the big dog. So, but you've grown up. Obviously, your audience hasn't because you're still making video game content. So it's going to go to kids. But what do you do? What do you do with that? You have an opinion now. The answer is you become a political commentator and cut a sword through half of your audience, even though they're just 16-year-olds and they always have been. But now you're 30, and it's time everybody knows where you stand. There's a strange phenomenon going on, and it's where Asmongold and Hassan are the examples for today, but there's YouTubers taking political stances. And I don't know if they understand that we like them for their video game content creation. It's not just YouTubers, excuse me, it's video game creators that all of a sudden have political takes. Nobody told them that we didn't want that. People actually encouraged them. Do what you want. Be yourself. Why? I'm going to tell you a story. When I was 18 years old, I liked the Angry Joe show. He is, and probably still is, a video game content creator. He did long form reviews. Anytime a big game came out, Joe would make a 40-minute video. I'd watch the whole thing. I loved it. It was great reviews. So I figured I'm such a fan of this guy. He makes such good content, such good work. I'm going to follow him on Twitter. So I'm a teenager at this point. And I'm on Twitter and he's posting all this political shit about the election. And I said, Joe, I commented. I said, Joe, I thought you were the video game guy. What's up with all the political takes? And I guess I should have seen this coming, but Angry Joe was pretty mad about that. He said I could do whatever I want. Blah, blah, blah. And it turned me off. And this is me as a child, a teenager, having an interaction with a grown man who makes video game content for a living, asking him, why are you doing this political stuff? I thought you were I thought we were here for games. I didn't understand that there was an abuse of power once you get over 1 million subscribers, and I can't wait to figure it out. But there's something that happens in these people's heads where once they get a large audience, they go, they're here for me. They're not here for the games. I've been talking about video games for 7 years. There's no way they're here for the video games. They're here for me. The world needs to know what I think about race statistics and geopolitical warfare. It's my time to shine. I'm the harbinger of truth. I'm the beacon of light. I have the forbidden knowledge. Clearly, I've been chosen by the people. No, man, we're here for the Mario Let's Plays. We're here for the World of Warcraft streams, dude. We're kids. We're children. There's a cycle of your own subscribers that you should understand if you follow your own analytics. The children are watching your videos. So needless to say, I stopped watching the Angry Joe show. And I went from being a very fun, hardcore fan to never watching him anymore because I just didn't want that bullshit. So the point that I want people to consider is that there's a cycle created by political opinions in YouTubers, specifically video game content creators making this. And the cycle goes like this. You watch a Hassan or Asmongold clip, you're 15. Then you go onto Twitter and you find an actual tweet from the president and you put your political opinion on there and all of your 15-year-old friends like it. So you have 13,000 likes. What happens here, this is why it's a problem, is that low IQ adults that aren't watching video game streamers have political takes. They're still maybe on Twitter. Maybe they're online. Maybe they're connected. So what do? They check in. What did Biden tweet? What did Trump tweet? And they read a 15-year-old's opinion, which should be illegal. And then it's cyclical. It just repeats itself. I watched a clip. I didn't do any information like gathering. I didn't research anything. I'm a kid. And then I posted it online on my third account because I got banned from the other two. And here's my opinion. Oh, and this tweet took off. Edit. Thanks for all the likes. And then it's cyclical. And then the adults go, yeah. And people who actually can vote have their opinions swayed. 80% of what you see online, if not more, are children on alt accounts. I shit you not. Go on TikTok right now and try to become popular at anything. You're going to get a bunch of kids saying, no, this is stupid. Shut your bitch ass up, or whatever fucking kids say. It's ridiculous. It's not even worth acknowledging to a rational person. The problem is Hassan and Asmongold have taken their... I mean, Hassan was the Gamer of the Year at one point. They've taken their internet personalities and their fandoms, and they've just become indoctrination camps for the youth. And it's strange to me. Even when I was young, and I'm sure if there's an 18 or a 19-year-old kid watching this video now, it's even more evident, but there's something inside of you that feels wrong when somebody takes their massive audience that they got from playing an MMO and all of a sudden has all of these political takes. It just doesn't feel right. There's got to be a better guy for this, right? There's got to be just an opinion channel that's popular. Maybe we can just go find the guy who's been making political opinion comments for 15 years instead. No, they want to watch the gamer take. I mean, I didn't know Hassan was a gamer. He's so popular for his political takes. Asmongold, I really caught on to him when he got popular, his giant surge, when he cleaned his room. I just don't want a political take from somebody who's cleaning the room. But I'm an adult. So I know better. And I don't watch it. And that's the argument. You don't have to watch it. The argument that I'm trying to make is I don't think kids should be watching this stuff. I really don't think, because even if it doesn't matter, even if the kid's stupid, even if he needs to grow up and get all this life experience, they have access to the internet. And their political ideology is pretty much plastered all over it. And you can see the repercussions of this. Donald Trump's first election, he won. And there's a million reasons why, but one of them was because the entire internet thought that he was going to lose. And the reason that is because all of the political YouTubers and gamers who had their political opinions publicized, they convinced a bunch of 15-year-olds this is the way. And the 15-year-olds went online and they can't vote. Then the adult world voted, and that's what they voted for. Because these people aren't online. Real adults aren't online like that chronically. Go on Kai Cenat's stream. He's 100,000 viewers. Do you think it's 35-year-old guys? Type in LMAO. No. I just find it to be a strange switch in content creation. I absolutely understand it from a money value perspective. If these guys are getting paid out the ass, you got to do what you got to do. I'm not saying I'm above it, but I am saying that there seems to be no wrangling of expectations here. Only if they're backed into a corner will these people say, well, obviously they shouldn't take everything I say to heart and as a 100% fact. They should do their own research. I'm just one voice. Everybody should do more independent research. They shouldn't just get their information from clips. It goes in one ear and out the other. They're 16-year-old, 17-year-old kids. They like you because you're cool. You're edgy. You go on Hassan's stream right now and you say something he doesn't like. He's like, what is it? You're such an idiot. You're such a loser. You have no idea how anything works. They'll make fun of you. If you go on Asmongold's stream, his chat will attack you. He doesn't even have to. He'll dismiss you at the drop of a dime if what happens in his head isn't word perfect when you type it. Asmongold will go, no, that's not how it works, and move on to the next sentence that he thinks. It's just like 100% dismissal, 100% I'm right about everything. And it seems to be, and it's an anecdote, but Angry Joe did it too. It seems to be just because they have a following. And it seems to have escaped these creators that their following is from playing video games. They weren't an education channel. They never were an opinion piece channel. They were video game content creators. That's it. Now I understand you grow up and you have a political opinion, but you don't project that onto your child audience, because now all of a sudden you have an influence on elections. They have Hassan on CNN or some news channel, I don't know. But these people are becoming big voices because even the stupid adults can't tell that it's kids who are tweeting. Go on TikTok. If anybody's typing a paragraph of a comment in any social media platform, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, if anybody's typing more than like 60 words, they're not well-adjusted humans. Nobody should take their time out of their day to do that unless you're a kid. When you're a kid, you got time for shit. When you're a kid, you have time to go online and spam your opinion and have 5 accounts on everything. But when you're an adult, you really don't care to type in, well, this is my experience, and I think that you're... and you get 0 likes. There's no fucking feedback. There's no purpose. There's got to be a better source, right? And I understand that these guys are generally unbiased. I would say that the dollar signs are very motivating, but, that's just how it is. If you're 16 years old and you don't understand that your favorite content creator is making a fuck ton of money for telling you exactly what he's telling you, I can't help you. Even as a 16-year-old, you should understand that. But what I'm saying is, I don't think these people are stupid. I don't think Hassan or Asmongold are dumb. I don't think their opinions are wrong. I don't think that they're not intellectual people. But I do think that they're ignoring that their audience is built on something else, and they're serving a different menu than what they've opened a restaurant for. If I go to a Chinese restaurant and I'm like, oh, this is great, and then they open a new branch and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to their new branch, and I continue to support this Chinese restaurant, and they bring out Mexican food, I'm gonna say, oh, well, I ordered Chinese food. Like, you took my order. Then the chef and his staff are gonna come out and say, well, if he's the chef, he can do whatever he wants. It's his restaurant. It's like, I'll be like, yeah, but I'm not wrong here. I came to the Chinese restaurant. You're giving me Mexican food, and I didn't order it. And they're gonna say, well, if you don't like it, then leave. I'm like, well, yeah, duh. Of course I'm going to leave. Of course I don't like it and I'm going to leave. But why the fuck would you advertise a Chinese restaurant and give me Mexican food? That's what's happening here. These guys are gaming content creators, legacy gaming content creators, 10 plus years making videos and live streaming video games. And all of a sudden they have a political take. And if you don't like it, you can leave. You're the one who just drove a sword into your audience, dude. You right in half. Oh, I'm done. Like, you know what? I was going to get a sword out, and then I didn't want to put a weapon on YouTube because I don't even know how strikes work at this point. But the point I'm trying to make is, it's strange. It's strange, and I think it's disingenuous, and I think that's a firm belief that I can hold on this. I'm not sure if people are going to agree on this, but I think it's weird to work 10 years to grow a video gaming channel, switch to politics, and then just be like, yeah, well, it is what it is. I'm following the money trail. You know you're influencing kids. And in turn, you're influencing stupid adults and consumers. I could watch your content and agree with it or not, but I think it's strange to actually consider it. It's nice to know that people think what you think, for sure, but to consider one of these gamer YouTubers' political opinions, I think that would be a strange thing to do. I'm not saying you have to trust only politicians, but there's people out there that have been doing this. Journalists, trustworthy news sources, trustworthy YouTubers that have been talking about stuff like this forever. And you're getting a very lay person's perspective. Again, Asmongold, one of his most famous videos is, I cleaned my room. That's not who I want a political take from. And that's a very fair point to make. As much as I don't think he's a bad guy. He seems very rational. He seems very nice. But he also seems pretty dismissive. And is obviously extremely rich and motivated to tell you whatever it is that gets him views. He's a master of the algorithm. Same with Hassan. He's rude. He doesn't seem to like anybody. He seems Pretty vain. But what's his argument going to be? Well, yeah, dude, of course. I'm making money. Screw you. Something rude and curt. I don't know. It just seems wrong. If you're a kid under the age of 24, I would encourage you not to consume video game related politics. I don't think it's a source that's healthy for you. As right or as wrong as they may be, it's your decision to make. But I just think it's not a real source. It's just not real. It's not based in reality, and it's not grown from reality. And I think that's what rubs me the wrong way the most. That was never the intention. Of course, you grow up and you understand politics and the world more, but the intention was never to become a political YouTuber. I don't think Asmongold's secret plot for the past 10 years has been, well, eventually I'll be a large political content creator and AI will come out and I'll be able to clip everything and spread it even easier. I don't think that was the point. I think the point was just to have fun and play video games. And if Dev messes up, you call him out, and if Dev does great, say great job. But I think it's gone really fucking off the tracks. And I think that there's a lack of responsibility. I do think that, they're not going to apologize unless they're asked, well, don't you take some responsibility for it? Well, they shouldn't think this way. They should fact check me. They're kids, man. And you know they're kids. But I'm not hating if you're making a lot of money. Hey, man, you do your thing. I'm not telling Asmon and Hassan to stop, but I'm telling you to stop, dude. What the fuck you watch Asmongold for political takes? You watch Hassan Piker and you're like, oh, this is it. This is the political take of the century. He shaved his beard. He's pretty well put together. He goes to the gym. I think this is a political take I need. Oh my God, what's next? Fucking, we're gonna go to Carrot Top is gonna come out with a political show, and I'm supposed to go, oh yeah, for the past 90 years, this guy hasn't been making jokes about stupid shit. What the fuck? Carrot Top catching the strays. But like, what? Where does this go? I can't. Is there gonna be a Hello Kitty fucking political podcast later where she just starts like looking in the direction of where she wants to vote, and you guys are gonna go, oh my God, did you see Hello Kitty's fucking take? She said to vote Democrat, guys. Holy shit! Like what? You're watching a gaming YouTuber's political take, and you're taking it seriously. The 16-year-old kid is influencing you and your political opinions, and you're posting them online on burner accounts. You can't fucking make it up. Oh my God. Oh, we're so fucking doomed. I love it. I'm gonna make so much money off of this fucking future generations. It's gonna be unbelievable.